I'm doing an experiment for the next I've already started for about a week and a half. So for 30 days, I'm doing an experiment to eat every day whatever I decide to make a soup out of: corn, beans, whatever. Corn, beans, peas, whatever. I'm throwing in some onions and garlic for 30 days to see if I see a difference in what they say, that garlic and beans are good for you. I think I see a difference. I really do. I'm going through like each day, 3 cloves of garlic and a quarter, 1/4 of a big onion, a quarter of a large onion. And so I just chop it up into small pieces, throw it in the beans, the peas, the corn, whatever I'm eating. Might be even a combination of those. Throw some spices on it, cayenne pepper and stuff like that. And they say if you Google it, they say if you chop up the garlic for 10 minutes, let it sit for 10 minutes, it activates the chemical in it, the Allicin. Notice the word sin. Allicin. Medicine. Medicine. Medical. Med goes back to a metronome, following a cycle, a pattern. Neomycin. The language is controlled by God. God controls this language, and the language reveals the whole truth. The language reveals the holographic truth. It's encoded in the words. So if you get a cut, you put neomycin on there. Neo represents Christ, the one, N-E-O-O-N-E, the one, O-N-E is one. Neo, the one, my sin. What did Neo do? He overcame in the movie. The reason they put the name Neo is because Noah is N-O-E. Noah. He delivered his people. Weird noise in the car. I don't know where it's coming from. Bought me a cutting board and a knife and a bunch of canned beans and peas and stuff like that. And for 30 days, I'm gonna just eat some onions and garlic every day just to see if I see a difference. Because they say there's this one nation that they eat garlic with every meal, and their cancer rate's like hardly at all. They don't have a cancer rate hardly. It's like 1% or something like that. 0.01% or something. Anyway, should be able to notice a difference as well, because it should affect your microbiome, your gut health, and it should also cleanse out. Just Google the benefits of onions, the benefits of garlic, and you'll find out it's pretty healthy. And at first, your stomach kind of is not used to it, but then after you start to, you eat it, you throw some spices in there, it don't bother you anymore. What you want is you want to be able to sweat it out every day. You want it to sweat out of your skin, because part of your healing, part of your cleansing process is your lungs. Got a cop behind me. Hold on 1 second. Had 2 cops behind me. Part of the cleansing process is through your skin, your lungs, your kidneys, your skin, your liver. You sweat it out. So you want your body to be full of those chemicals, the onions and the garlic chemicals, so it's just oozing out of the pores, because what's happening is you're healing your body from the inside out. I've noticed it. I've noticed a difference, but I'm talking about 30 days. I want to see if there's a big difference in 30 days. Yesterday I ate twice. What I just said twice, and I noticed my eyes were kind of starting to burn. So I went and washed them. I guess it was coming up through your eyes, but I started to just wash my eyes out. It could have been on my hands. And I just got in my eyes through touching my eyes and not knowing. But it wasn't burning in a bad way. It's just like, it was like you could tell there was something there, that's not normally there. So it's the chemicals in the onion, in the garlics, oozing out through your skin, or through your eyes, or through your, any way it can, So I have a feeling that it's going to be good for your teeth. It's going to be good for your whole body. And so the doctors, sometimes you have to go to an extreme to experiment. You do an extreme just to see. I didn't sleep too good though when I did that twice. I think if you do it once a day, you'll be fine. But doing it twice a day I didn't sleep too good. But these experiments are good to do, because you're not going to be able to trust it if you hear it from somebody else, and you're not going to be able to trust if you hear a doctor say it. You got to actually do it. A doctor can tell you all day long, but you have to experiment it yourself, What I'm trying to do is reverse my age. I really believe that you regenerate on a constant basis if you promote it with the right process, you know. The liver, we know it regenerates. The pancreas, we know it regenerates. Your skin, your skin cells, we know they regenerate. They break down in new skin cells. The way to get into autophagy is to do fasting. The fast, so that's the way you get younger, or you maintain. You probably get younger, to be honest with you, because when you do enough fasting, your body's gonna come up with some new cells. It only makes sense. If you renovate that house over there, it looks new. If you renovate your body by fasting, getting new cells, it's going to be like new. If you cut back sugar, you get rid of inflammation. When you start eating stuff like onions and garlic, you're fighting any kind of what would it be, bacteria or fungus or anything that you don't even know you have, you know. And with a few spices, it kind of makes it taste good. I eat about that much onion and about that much garlic on every meal now. The size of this. About the size of that. And I believe I'm seeing a difference. Another week I'll be able to talk about it more. I believe I found the secret to longevity. I add cayenne pepper. I add a little bit of honey. What else do I add? Turmeric. Some other spices. Some pepper. A little bit of salt. Some kale powder. If I had some spirulina, I'd add it, but I used it all. Kale powder has K2. And also pour some inside that bowl of peas or beans or a combination or whatever. I add cod liver oil, teaspoon, extra virgin olive oil, teaspoon, and coconut oil, a teaspoon, every day. And then I take some take a little bit of about that much protein powder, and I mix it. It's chocolate tasting. Mix some walnuts in with it, so it's got a little bit of a crunchy taste too. Every day. And then I eat turkey, bacon, pepperoni, cheese, at least one egg. Try to eat one egg a day. And then also in some of that other stuff, I pour in some, what's that stuff called? Chia seed? Yeah, chia seed. A combo of flaxseed, chia seed, and something else. Some other kind of seed. For omega-3. I'll probably go right now and just eat a piece of cheese. You can actually buy the cheese in like strips. You just peel it off, eat a piece of cheese. I think the cheese is like huge difference. Huge. It's important. Cheese is important. I think the cheese is really, I haven't really focused on it, but the more I think about it, when I eat the cheese, I feel a lot better. It's like I don't really feel bad, but I'm just saying I feel better. When I do a 24-hour fast, I really feel good, but it's almost like the food, you want the protein, but it's almost like the food slows you down and your body's not at full potential when you're eating as when you're fasting. When you're fasting, 14, 16-hour fast, I mean, you got energy. You're not, see, by cutting back sugar, you're never hungry. You're never hungry. I promise you. You go 20, even if your stomach growls at 24 hours, you're still not hungry. It's bizarre, man. It's wild. You're not hungry. It's just a habit. You have more energy. You feel stronger. Your mind is more sharp. It's really wild. Why I don't know why they didn't tell us this. Thankfully with the internet, I learned about this before I got too old. Because when I'm 70 or 80, I'm going to be fasting a lot. If I make it that long, but I think I will. I hope. We'll see. If they don't take me out. No noise, no music, no drama, no stress, no sugar, no Jezebel, no Delilah, no narcissist, no negativity, no foolishness, no foolish talk, no fear darts. You used to have people call and try to throw a fear dart in your world. No fear darts, no worry darts, no yoking up with the unsaved. I don't even like to commune with them. I might say something, one or two things, but I don't get in a conversation with them because it's a waste of time. That guy pumped up his tire rate. I'll be flat again tonight. He let that pattern. See, that flat tire pattern lasted a year, and that pattern was created, and he let it go on for too long. It's gonna take to change that pattern. It's gonna have to be some serious. See, here's what happens when you set a pattern for a long time. And you start to change it, it keeps trying to come back. You keep having to knock it down. And about maybe after 21 days, knocking it back, it goes away. You start to go from an old pattern to a new pattern, there's a transition phase, testing to see if you'll go back to that old pattern. And once you break that old pattern for good, it'll still every once in a while try to come back. And that's the bloodline thing and the culture thing, the program, your childhood program. And so when you knock it back enough, it has to go away. I see programs trying to get back in. All the time. And these programs, if you're not aware of these programs, they'll come back and they'll jump on you like you ain't ever seen. It's like the devil's a program. The flesh is a program. The world mindset's a program. The pride of life's a program. The world, the flesh, pride of life, it's all programs. And so if you're not aware of your programming and how to break it, the truth will set you free. See, these programs are based on lies. If it's a truth program that you've renewed your mind, that's cool. But if there's these negativity, these laziness programs, these putting things off. What's that called? I know it. I just forgot it. Procrastinating program. All these programs, spending money. One program that people do is they spend money on stuff they don't even really want or need. They'll go up here and spend money on something they don't even want or need, and it goes in a drawer or a box and just sits there forever. That's a program. You don't. It's to try to be happy or something. You think if you spend that money, it's gonna make you happy. That's a program. You've been programmed. You have to admit it. You have to admit the program to break the program. It's a program, people. And the truth will set you free from the AC sin wave program. The sine wave is the sin wave. The up and down, the yin and the yang, the snake, up and down, up and down. And that program ain't no joke. It'll kill you if you don't break it. This is why accountability is good. Having a wife or if it's a woman having a husband holding her accountable and a woman holding him accountable. If they're both spirit filled, they can save your life, you know. If it's real love, they're going to save your life. They're going to tell you what's beneficial for you. If it's fake love, they don't care if you destroy yourself. Because as long as they're happy, as long as they're getting their weird need met, they don't care if you destroy yourself. It's all a program. You got to break it. You got to break it.